So welcome back to one of these quick fire episodes. One topic, a lot of opinions.
How to make you sound smart around the water cooler at your next conversation. What is going on in the world? What can you learn so that next time you're in a meeting with your boss, you can sound that little bit smarter? Big thing that's coming up between a lot of brands trying to argue is like whether a brand should internationalize, have like one central global social account, or whether they should like niche down, have localized ones, or have like sub accounts for all the sub niches that they work with. Like, what do you think brands should be thinking?
I don't know if you remember this, Paul, but in a company team meeting in January, I actually talked about this and I called it brands need to niche to scale. Because
I remember everything you say.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's looking very blank right now. So what I kind of described this as is like, there's two kind of cultural things happening in the world of content. It's not that like content is different. It's that we've got the lo-fi, the irony, the meme type content. And at the exact same time, what's happening is you've got the deeper emotional like stuff that's happening. And one thing I've seen this week is a lot of conversation around brands are replacing ads with like TV shows. And this was my point in January, was that it's not one size fits all with social accounts anymore. Brands are going to have to think about how can they create these sub accounts. And I think that's kind of relevant to what you're saying in terms of like, it isn't just like a national, international account. But I 100% think that the way things are going now in this world is that you can't be spoken to by one account, by one brand all the time, because you're just not going to feel it.
I think that's always been the case. You know, like I think like Daniel Priestley puts it, that I can't remember the exact numbers, but there's something like you've got 11 touch points and you've got to spend 7 hours with someone in 4 different like locations or mediums, as the case would be if you're like YouTube or in real life, or as well as Instagram. So like that is how people buy, is how people build relationships, and the way that I think people connect with a brand is like so similar to a relationship building piece. There are complete correlations between these. But what I find like ridiculous is that the brands that still have central social, and like you go on it and they're like, oh no, social team, they're very particular about what we put on our accounts. And there's like just beautiful models showing, oh, here's another beautiful thing of what we're doing. And you're like, oh, how many engagements is it? Oh yeah, no, we've got an engagement rate of 0.001%.
It's good these days.
And it's like, well, why is that? It's like, oh yeah, no, it's because your content's crap and no one cares. These are global brands that are in like 20 different countries. It's like, so if you are in Brazil or in South Africa, like, and there's a global one which is talking about your activations in LA, all you're doing is alienating the vast majority of the people, some of whom don't even speak the language. And actually, so I totally agree on the niche. Just from a geo perspective, at the very least, you should have a localized account. But I think brands feel paranoid about it because starting from scratch is really hard. They're like, oh no, but people see we've got like not very many followers. It's just like, you might have 1 million followers on your account, but actually only like 20 people are engaging with each post. So you're basically starting from scratch anyway. You may as well do it right.
And also it depends on the content you're creating, right? If we think about this whole brands are replacing ads with TV shows, right? Even my favorite brands,
good brands are. Most brands are still buying and making crap ads.
Yeah, exactly. But even like UGC ads, like even from my favorite brands, as soon as I feel it's an ad, I instantly turn it off. Like I'm scroll past it. Like no ads right now are kind of like really cutting through. I hate that term. But they're just not. And that's why they're leaning into this, like, create something. As soon as it feels like it's marketing, you've lost it already. So you need to create something. So the example I used in January was Built. They've created this TV show around roomies, and it's just a bunch of people like living together in New York. But because people consume it, and they've got a social account just for that. In fact, they've probably created more of an ecosystem around it. It's that top of funnel, top of mind. But like, I love roomies. But as soon as I feel like I need something that Built actually do, then I will go to them. Do you know what I mean? McDonald's have done it. Oatly are doing it at the moment.
This isn't a new thing. Like Redbull have been doing this for years. You know, it's just like Redbull Media House. In fact, almost all outdoor brands, and this is the thing I always kind of go back to, is just like fashion and beauty brands, like, oh, there's a new thing going on. But also you look back and you look at the way the outdoor brands have been doing it, when they have to really earn the authenticity of people to actually doing a thing. It's like they've been sponsoring athletes. Like I remember when I was a kid, right? So like a grimy little kid watching mountain bike videos. I get these videos, like the videos were made by brands. and they'd have these sponsored athletes
Yeah.
like pulled together doing these cool tricks or whatever it is, and you'd watch it because it was content and you wanted to see them, but it was the brands that put it together, and that was what their marketing, and it just made you so connected to what
Yeah.
they do. It's like, if those guys can do that using that brand, I can do it if I get that brand. And
Yeah.
that's how you build connection, and it's great to see it coming back.
If you are starting from scratch, you have to create that kind of content. Like, and you can kind of like, the whole point of like the lo-fi stuff is like it's an easy win, right? Because it really, like, get a meme that hits hard, and you're winning already, but that draws the audience in, and then you can get them with that deeper kind of emotional content, something that is repeatable, something that is like something that you want to go back for. And that's the thing, you kind of have to kind of create that habit. So brands that say, I'm too scared to start from scratch, I'm going to have no followers, all you need is a great piece of content, because as soon as that pops off and you look at the stats, 97% of people that have seen that content aren't your followers anyway.
Do you think Building Brand Advocacy NYC is coming out, or maybe niching down building brand advocacy leaders or certain
See what you've done here. You've lured me into a trap.
What do you reckon?
I agree that there should be sub accounts. I'm gonna leave it there.
And doing other things, cool things, different things.
Yes, of course.
Oh, you heard it here first. That was it. Done. Short, sweet. Let us know if you like this kind of format of content, because we'll do a lot more.